Hi, welcome to Jen's Jams. I have two words right now that I find very, very powerful to take in, confront, hear, let land. And those words are as is. Now, I've only been in the housing market once, and I do vaguely recall that there is a condition in housing contracts where at some point I think you can take it as is or something. I don't know. I know that's in, a clause in a contract somewhere. Obviously, I'd like to talk about it as it applies to human beings. But I had a coach once who spent months with us. It was a group coaching experience. It was all women. And every single time we met at the end of the call, she would say, and we accept each other as is. And it's so funny because I did that years ago, and I had the experience and I said the words, but I never let the concept sink in, or I wasn't ready to let it sink in. And so I would love to explore that here for a moment, because I think it's a really powerful tool, or it's a powerful statement. So the most important place to accept things as is would be for us to accept ourselves as we are. So the affirmation for us would be, I accept myself as I am, or as is. And in relationships, when you're deeply committed and loving and advocating, supporting, being real with another person in any relationship, one of the most powerful statements that you could make to them is some version of, dear friend, dear lover, dear child, I love you as you are. It's so affirming to have someone acknowledge that, yes, there are imperfections, and yes, I'm a work in progress, or you're a work in progress, and yes, this is part of the range of our humanity. I don't know if it's analogous to unconditionally loving someone, because I'm not sure. I don't know. There's sometimes I get a charge around unconditionally loving. I mean, I love the concept of it and the place that it goes, but there's something I think even more powerful about loving you as you are, loving myself as I am. And it can mean so many things. It can mean that, whatever mood you're in is the mood you're in. There's something going on inside of you, and I accept that as it is for you. There's mayhem and chaos and craziness going on in the world, and I accept that as it is in this moment for now. Doesn't mean you don't want to change or try to, figure out how to calibrate to it, or but to pretend what isn't is gonna create struggle. And I've personally been masterful at that for many years on many fronts, of being, well, that really isn't happening, or that doesn't affect me, or it's not so bad, and all those things. And there is so much to be said for reporting the news is how I like to think about it. Reporting the news in nonviolent communication. It's talking objectively about what's happening. Oh, I hear a raised voice. Oh, I see an expression on your face. Oh, I see the way you're moving your body. I hear a tone. These are the words I'm hearing. All of that's information. All of that is, I guess, raw data. And that's before we make up stories about what it means. That's before judgments. That's before assumptions, right? And if we could all get better at what is it that is? What is it that, let's see. Yeah. What are you describing or experiencing as is in your world? I think this can be so powerful for us. So if you have an opportunity to look at some aspect, it could be the condition of your car. It could be how you feel in your body this moment, how hungry you are. It could be a relationship. It could be, some of the news, all of these things. There's so many opportunities for us to look at as is and examine how well we think, and that does involve judgment. We're going to have some. But how well we think that we're seeing the news. And I don't mean the news on TV, but I mean how well it is that we're, what our perceptions of reality are. And to have a person or two to do a reality check with for real and say, hey, you know what my as is on this is? The way I see it is, XYZ. I see, it's like, looking at an accident and you get 4 different perspectives, right, about what happened. I mean, that's it's so powerful to know that there are different experiences happening with anything. And so join me in my exploration of working with reality and the as-is of life. And if you get the chance, I challenge you to look in the mirror and say, I accept myself as I am right now, in this moment, right now. Ciao.